welcome back to the woods. And welcome back to a quick video update on what's happening at Greencraft this month. So before I get on with the actual update, there was something I wanted to mention very briefly, and that is about the ban on wild camping up on Dartmoor. Indeed, it's the only place left in England and Wales apparently that you can actually legally wild camp. And a landowner, Alexander Dartmoor, brought a case in the court which questioned the wording of the Dartmoor Commons Act 1985, and it was found actually it doesn't mention camping, and so our rights to wild camp on Dartmoor are withdrawn. Now the National Parks Authority, in all fairness to them, are digging out blind trying to get that reversed. There's quite a few different videos about it online. For me, I have a personal interest in it. I originally hail from the southwest of England and spent an awful lot of my childhood out on the moors with my grandparents and my brother. And then as I got a little bit older, into my teenage years, I spent quite a bit of my time out on my own on the moors. It was where I learned to navigate. It was where I camped. It was that proving ground for an awful lot of what I did. And it would be a great shame for that to be withdrawn. Certainly for my kids, I think they should have the freedom to be able to do that. One of the ironic things, I was reading a thing about Alexander Dartmoor, and apparently he bought the estate on Dartmoor because of his fond memories of doing things as a child on Dartmoor. It just seems a shame that he was able to do it for free, whereas we may have our rights restricted on it. Anyway, I've put a link down below to a film that I saw last week over on YouTube, which I found quite interesting. Pop over, have a look at it. It also gives you the link to the petition. Sign that petition. It's very important that the more people sign it, the more chance we stand of, if not reversing this act, but certainly getting the situation resolved in some way that's beneficial for us all. My other thought on this, with all these landowners etc., are they actually landowners? Can anyone actually own the land? Or perhaps they should just be, or see themselves as custodians of it, because the land will be there long after they will. So they are there as custodians, not owners. Now, channel update. So there's a few things happening. I've got a few items coming up in the shop very soon. A couple of them are new items. One of them is going to be a return of one that I did just before Christmas, and it is this one, the little Greencraft puck. It's one of those little alcohol stoves, and I did a run of these just before Christmas. I put them up on the shop and they sold out very fast, and I was just really wanting to see if people were interested in buying them. Obviously I did the original video for this, the stealth stove video, which shows you how to make your own. But if you don't want to make your own, you can always go on and buy one of those from me. So keep your eye on the shop, the Etsy Greencraft shop. Pop over there, have a look, and in the next couple of weeks these will be appearing, as will the first of the new items. Well, I say new, it's newish, and what it is one of these. And this is one of my little water filtration bags. It's a double skinned parachute nylon bag which is shaped like the old Millbank bag. It's got the hanging loop on the top there, but it's made from parachute nylon, which is rot proof. It's fast drying and it filters very well. Everybody that I sold these to before, everyone has been very pleased with them. Obviously I've been trialing them for a few years now, so I know they work, but it's nice to get that feedback. Anyway, what's different about this one? Well, you've probably already noticed. It's lined bright orange. So again, another one of those signalling aids for an emergency. or for those of you who really like bushcraft orange, which I have to say I'm a little partial to myself. Now, the last item is also something I did a video on a little while ago, but I've improved them and I've decided to sell them and put them up on the shop, and it's these. And these are my little jungle toggles. Now, I made the toggles before. These ones I bought in. I bought some decent quality ones. I put them on olive green 2mm cord rather than the bright orange that I used before. Still got the knots, which are hand width, and they're just as useful as they always were. However, these ones come with a little bag, so they're a lot easier to stow away. You can stow each one nice and tidily so they don't get tangled up with the others. Also with these, the actual cord that I've used is, and some of you could probably see that, it's that reflective cord. So it's got that little bit of silver reflective material in there, so that if you're looking for your basher at night, just shine your torch round and these reflect back at you, and they're very, very good. So these and the water bag and the little pucks will all be appearing in the shop fairly soon. Keep your eye on the shop for when they actually come up. A lot's going to depend what happens over the next couple of weeks, how soon they come up, but I'm sure keep your eye on the shop and you might get in there. Now, if you want to guarantee getting your hands on some of these items, the easiest way to do that is to nip over and become one of my patrons. The link is in the box down below. Become a patron. You get heads up of when these items are coming up. You also get a discount on there, and you pretty much guarantee getting them. So it is worth doing. Now, next up, what is going to be coming up on the channel, using what's coming up in the shop on the channel over the next few weeks. Well, I've got a couple of more tried and tested reviews, and these are items, I think you've seen them in a couple of the previous videos. They're bits of kit that I've been using for a while, and they're bits of kit that I've been particularly impressed with, so I thought I'd tell you about them. They're not ones that I've been sent, they're ones that I've been out and bought. There you go. And they work very, very well. So much so, as I said, I want to tell you guys about them too. So keep your eyes open for those. I've also got a few more projects coming up. One of them is another simple stick project, and it's a revisit. And it's a revisit and an update because I did something to improve one of the projects, and I think it's come out really, really well. So again, keep your eyes on the channel for that one. So the last one, and the last one's a bit of a sad one. For those of you who've been doing bushcraft in the UK for a good few years, and I know there's a lot of you who watch who do, you may well have attended the early wilderness gatherings or the early bushmeets, and if you did, you may well have bumped into a gentleman called Rod Anderson Boyle. He set up a company called Green School, and I've worked with him several times up at Green School. We attended a few courses together as well, and we spent quite a bit of time sat around the fire over the years. And as with all things, you lose touch. But very sadly, I heard that, I think it was on the 12th of January, he passed away. I don't know any more details than that, but it was just a really sad bit of news. And well, if you did meet Rod, then next time you're out in the woods like me, raise a brew and toast his passing. It's a great shame, and who knows, none of us are getting any younger, and I guess at some point we'll all meet at that big bushmoot in the sky. Sad. So there you go, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, then remember, hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. As I said, check out those links in the description box down below, particularly that one for the petition for the right to roam. It's certainly something that Rod would have been bang behind, and yeah. Anyway, enough of all that. I've been Neil, and until next time, stay safe in the woods.